Hello everyone, I'm Jensen. Today is Friday, May 7th, and I have all the stories you need to know to get in the loop tonight. And a Chinese rocket is expected to come crashing down to Earth this weekend, but the question remains, where will it land? China's Long March 5B rocket is out of control after blasting off last month. The rocket carried the first section of a future space station successfully, but it then failed to re-enter the atmosphere. So what does that mean? Well, the 100-foot ship is zooming around the planet at somewhere around 17,000 miles per hour. But the good news is the probability of any person or community getting hit with the debris is really small. When you think about it, 75% of the planet is covered in water, so you have a pretty good chance of this stuff just landing in the ocean. And it's been a little bit chillier this week, but that didn't stop one little boy in New York from racking up over $2,600 in Spongebob ice cream on his mom's credit card. Yeah. Jennifer Bryant made a post on Instagram saying her son Noah loves SpongeBob so much that he's somehow managed to make the purchase on Amazon and sneakily had them all shipped to his auntie's house. So, how much ice cream does $2,600 get? Well, Bryant said the purchase was equal to about 51 cases or 918 individual popsicles. Now, here's the problem. Due to the nature of the items, Amazon would not accept a return on all of those popsicles. And as a student at NYU with two other young boys, she couldn't afford it all. So to help out, a classmate started a GoFundMe to help raise money to cover the cost of the treats. After only 24 hours, the full cost of the popsicles was raised, and on Friday morning, there was nearly $11,000 available for the family. Bryant called the generosity and support mind-blowing, adding, "As a parent to a child living with autism spectrum disorder, all additional donations will go toward Noah's education and additional support." And an Ohio senator isn't really fooling anyone after he tried to make it look like he was in his office during a Zoom meeting, but he was actually driving. Senator Andrew Brenner was first seen in a parked car. He then turned his camera off and reappeared with a fake office background, but you can see a seatbelt was still strapped across his chest. Now, here's the kicker. This all comes as state lawmakers consider a bill to crack down on distracted driving. But Brenner told the Columbus Dispatch, quote, "I wasn't distracted. I was paying attention to the driving and listening to it," adding, "To me, it's like a phone call." He claims he was parked through most of the meeting. And another lawmaker out of the Buckeye State has been censured by the Ohio Republican Party's Central Committee. The group voted to censure U.S. Representative Anthony Gonzalez of Cleveland and 9 other GOP congressional members who voted back in February to impeach former President Donald Trump. The Ohio GOP has also called on Gonzalez to resign, but Gonzalez has stood by his decision in favor of impeachment in the face of fierce pushback from his party's conservative wing. Trump has already endorsed a primary challenger to Gonzalez. The rival, Max Miller, is a veteran of the Trump White House and of the former president's 2016 and 2020 campaigns. The 4 former Minneapolis police officers involved in the arrest and death of George Floyd are now facing federal charges. A 3-count federal indictment was unsealed today, charging former officers Derek Chauvin, Thomas Lane, J. Alexander Kong, and To Tao with willfully violating Floyd's civil rights. This means Chauvin now faces another trial, this time in federal court. All 4 also face charges for failure to provide Floyd with medical care. And here in Toledo, the decision by the city to pick up nearly $1 million in costs to move Buckeye Broadband's utilities is raising questions, and the FBI is now involved. Here's what we know now. It all has to do with the downtown Summit Street construction project, and as part of that project, crews had to move utility lines, including some that belong to Buckeye. And how much did that cost? $972,474, all paid by the city. But here's the thing. The city's municipal code says that when private facilities are in the public right-of-way, the company is supposed to foot the bill to have them moved. When city council members pressed, they were told Buckeye didn't feel they had to pay because they claimed it was an aesthetic change rather than a complete reconstruction. Toledo City Councilman Rob Ludeman said he asked the city what it cost to move utilities and he never got an answer. A lawyer for Buckeye told us the city should have to pay and that the company is willing to take that argument to court. And before I go, I really need to tell you about something that's pretty cool making its way to the 419. A new shop would rather you pay for your meals with your time and help instead of your money. The place is called Same Cafe, which stands for So All May Eat. It started out as a nonprofit in Denver working to help people suffering from food insecurity back in 2006, and now they're just starting to expand. So here's how it works. You can volunteer time, donate what money you can, or give fresh produce for them for future use. And everyone gets the same meal, no matter what. The goal is to have doors open by the end of the year. But that is all I have for you today. If you like this video, hit that like button, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Jensen, and now you're in the loop.